Alright, let's see if these audio levels are good. What do you think? What's your chance? What are the chances that they're just good, right? When am I gonna come on? Listening to myself. There I am. Owie. My voice is a little loud. But I don't dare change that, so I'm gonna have to change the the music volume to be probably a little louder instead. Because if I change that, then suddenly, wow, I guess we can move it a little bit. There we go. Alright, I actually have to do one more thing, so I'll be right back in a second. I hope you guys enjoy chatting. Chat. Alright, I'm back. Now let me actually read chat and see how you guys are doing. Whoa, my stream has just turned into a garbled mess. There we go. Choir, nice. Chat was made to chat. You're not wrong. Oh no. I just ate a bunch of chicken soup, so I'll pass on those powers to you. I don't know if that's how that works, but we'll assume. Depression. Yeah, okay. I definitely probably should turn my voice down a bit. I'm going to go a little lower. Because I realize we're doing Kakeru today, and it's going to be this voice. That's why my voice is going to die. So... You know, I got through Nekomaru alright, but we'll see. So let's go here. Is this the right one? I'm never on the right one right away. Nope. I think this might be it, and I just like moved it up, and now you can see the search bar, which it's kind of annoying. Not that one. Still got the search bar. I really don't know which one this is supposed to be. I never had to like switch between captures before, so it should be here somewhere, you'd think. Oh, I think it's this one. Never mind, I got it. Easy peasy. Alright, so we've got Kakeru and Haruhiko today, of course. We all know this. Usually I'd still do the wheel just for the fun of it, but given that Kakeru is probably going to shred my voice, I'm just going to do Haruhiko first. just makes the most sense. Hello, everyone. So, yeah. Wait. I have to get rid of the Mirage Saloon song first. Yes, that was from Sonic Mania, by the way. Good guess. Excellent guess. Does this have a little white bar at the bottom? Yeah, it does. I can fix it. It'll be easy. I just gotta go here. And I just gotta go, properties? No, transform. Edit transform. Okay. And then we'll just move this out of the way so I can actually see what I'm doing. And we'll... Oh, I gotta go like 100 from the bottom. I see. I got it. And then... I think that'll definitely do it. And then we'll just have a black line there, and you won't even notice the difference. Okay. Good enough. Here we go. Oh, this is very quiet. Well, it might be louder on your end. I don't know. When are we ever going to escape? It's been a very long time since I've done Haruhiko's voice. I remember it being the one that I hated the most for just, being hard to do.
I know the situation's tough, but we can cheer ourselves up, right?
Yup, it's rough, but the bright smiles from the girls always cheer me up.
Haruhiko, calm yourself.
That's not what I meant.
Don't you try to get away, Yuki. If you're a man, you should be able to relate. Just check out the girls in this place.
Oh boy. Age restricted. Dun dun.
Seriously, they totally could have made it here as the ultimate beauty queen. Most of them are above average.
Don't. Stop, Haruhiko. No.
That's what you care about?
I don't care who it is. Won't any of these ladies opt to be my Valentine?
Well, we're coming close to... We're not. We're not even close to Valentine's Day.
Well, not when we're trapped in here.
We were supposed to seize every single day of our youth with these cute girls in Hope's Peak. Monokuma, you son of a bear!
Excellent.
Oh well, I guess I can make good use of the suspension bridge effect in times like this.
This guy has watched every, I don't even know what that is, but every, pickup artist tape ever.
Do you really like the girls that much?
Hell yeah! They clearly aren't ultimates for nothing. Everyone's a hottie.
Everyone? Haruhiko.
I'm pretty sure being pretty has nothing to do with being an ultimate. I mean, look at you.
Yuki, who's your type?
I don't know. Don't ask me. And don't forget about our main goal. We've got to get out of here as soon as possible.
No shit, man. Don't act like such a dweeb, though. Talking to girls is an essential part of all private conversations between men.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, is decided. I'm going to host a group date with beauties for my precious dweeb, Yuki Maeda.
A group date in a time like this? And hey, don't try dragging me into your shenanigans. Again.
Hey, man.
This guy's got too much chill. Thanks to him, I've lost every bit of tension.
Hey, that's not a bad thing, really, right?
Well, being too stressed in a situation like this wouldn't be good either. So, I guess I'll give him some credit for that. Battling off Haru's attempts to drag me into his plans, I managed to say goodbye and get away.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Oh boy, these ones are something. Okay, the best boys, Do the wheel anyways, even if it doesn't change anything. Yeah, I'll just make a wheel, and we'll just spin it for fun at the end. It'll be excellent. Haruhiko Mastermind A, nice. Haru scares me sometimes. Yeah, it's true. This is similar to Kazuichi wanting to go on a normal school trip and goof off. I was thinking that quite a bit, especially with the...
Hey, Hajime, we gotta go, on a beach date with the girls. Wink, you know.
Anyway. Only 136 days till Valentine's Day. Hey, we're closer to that than the end of the year. Not the end of the year this year. I guess the end of the year next year. Oh, I don't know what I was saying. Hurry, watch Ben 10. Cool.
I mean, there is this one person, you know, she's got brown hair and she wears a maid outfit. I mean, nobody specifically, though.
I've never been called a dweeb. I think dweeb is like an 80s term. Like, it's only then. I just realized this capture is cut off on the top. Oh well. You don't get to see Haruhiko's, like, upper head. I think you'll be fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't get said anymore. Just generally. Except in stuff like this, I guess.
I'm a dweeb.
Says the one who can't date for more than an hour. Group date with who? The very girls who simp for him. True. He's not done talking about girls. Okay. On one hand, like, obviously it's a bit overbearing. But on the other hand, I do think this is a decent way to get to know a character. It's just, I imagine it's probably not going to actually be that. Are you thirsty? Have some water. Haru and Mitch could be swapped because they both look pretty similar. That's true. Does anyone actually use the word moron in an oral conversation? No, right? Those words don't have any bite anymore, so we say people who are trying to insult each other use far more vicious words to do so.
So, is there a girl you like, Yuki?
Isn't this exactly what you started the last conversation with?
He just came in out of nowhere and said that. That's hilarious. Like, this is the start of the conversation.
I don't know. Maybe. I can't think of anyone for now.
Really? Then, have you ever gone out with anyone before?
Not even once.
Wow, that's not surprising.
I knew it! Of course a normie dweeb like Mr. Yuki Maeda right here wouldn't have.
A normie? He called us a normie. It's over.
He probably wasn't trying to provoke me, but I'm starting to get a bit pissed off. My pride as a man is under attack.
Okay.
So what? Do you have a girlfriend yourself, Haruhiko?
Of course I did.
Wait, really?
What do you mean, wait, really? For a single day.
Okay, he's so proud of it.
I got dumped so fast, it was a world record. Hey, but still, I practically earned a doctorate degree in the art of love.
Right.
Thus, I shall undertake the great duty of teaching you the ways of love, my innocent dweeby apprentice.
Even though you got dumped in a single day?
Damn it!
Didn't you just say you dated only one person for a single day? You can barely get the certificate of completion with that, Haru.
Okay, I don't know what that... Okay.
Shut up! I dated more girls than you anyway, so I'm the one who's more experienced in romance.
It's true, Yuki can't... Yuki's, dense as a brick.
By the way, how'd you even manage to date that girl, Haruhiko?
Jeez. So here's what happened. Apparently, her ideal type of man was a pilot.
Well, that would do it.
It would have been dumb not to go for it, so I decided to make the first move and ask her out. I was surprised when she gladly said yes. But then, she dumped me because I was a brainless wimp.
Well...
In less than a day, she started calling me a cowardly idiot that's obsessed with girls.
Was she wrong?
God, what the hell was wrong with her?
Whoever she was, I feel you. Still, dumping a guy in a day after happily accepting him, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
That girl might have been pretty, but I don't care anymore. Girls at my school now are way hotter.
Is that what this is? This is all cope.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna go out with one of them and show that feisty girl she missed out on the real deal.
And the worst part is he succeeded.
So Yuki, let's get going and organize that group date.
Can I leave now?
You fool! You've committed the most famous of classic blunders, of which one simply cannot choose to escape Haruhiko Kumashikawa.
What? Now who's a dweeb?
Oh no, here he goes again. I generally don't care about dating that much. I barely escaped horror after listening to hours of his preaching about romance and dating.
Hours? Oh boy. Literal hours! Okay. I used the word moron in a conversation this week. Oh man. You're a true revolutionary, you know?
What? Do you want me to write an essay about my dating history?
But you haven't dated anybody, so I think that'd be pretty boring.
Shobai also called Yuki a normie. Fair. He is kind of a dweeb, though. Has Utsuro ever gone on a date before? He could have used his luck to date anyone he wanted to, right? It's a good point. Probably. Although, it would have to be, like, early on in his little luck journey. Because I think by the time he was, like, leaving his home, he just wouldn't have been interested in that, you know? Although, I could imagine, because Utsuro's story is one of him trying to find fulfillment in life, essentially, right? So he goes, first he starts trying to help his family, and then he goes and starts trying to help the world, essentially. So I can imagine somewhere in between there, he saw, like, well, maybe I'll find fulfillment in love. But even then, I think if he did use his luck to date somebody, it would feel hollow, because essentially there's no, like, input from the other person. It's like dating a robot, you know? It's more admirable to look for love and not get it than getting dumped in a day, Haru. I had one girlfriend and that was in kindergarten, so you're the best romancer ever. Good job. A single day and you're a doctor at something. If only it worked like that. My first kiss was a plane.
Planes have noses, not mouths.
Oh.
The participation award in dating. Yeah, pretty much. That's probably what I would call it. He's on a rebound.
I've been on a rebound for 6 years.
Anyway. Yeah, they are kind of opposites. Haruhiko's always jumping the gun, and then Yuki can't figure out what's going on in time. It's funny. Haruhiko saying no one can escape is not good. Yeah, I don't want to don't want to say that because that's definitely demonetization. But be better, Haruhiko. Jesus. It's Mikado's birthday. Well, rest in pieces. No wonder Tsurugi never took Haruhiko seriously, despite us almost getting in several fights with him. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, he's probably not the best character to... to be fair, he does sort of grow up a bit by the time Chapter 4 is rolling around. But before then, he's nothing. How far can luck take you in a relationship? Well, if it was like Makoto's luck, then I would be like, well, obviously not all the way. But with Utsuro's luck, yeah, all the way. Anything. Which also, on the topic of what we were saying there with, saying no, also not the best thing either. We call that compulsion, anyway.
Alas.
Alas? That's so funny. I cannot imagine Haruhiko saying alas. Anyway.
I wouldn't have come to this school if I knew its reality. What a shame my youthful high school days are going to be so grievously wasted.
How did you want to spend them then?
Yuki, you know. What could he want to do in his youthful high school days?
Ooh, you want to know, Yuki? Huh?
On second thought, maybe I'm not that curious.
It'll only take another 4 hours. Too late. Don't think I haven't noticed where your real interests lie.
What? No, I actually mean it. I've got a bad feeling about this.
As you should.
Behold, Yuki, here's Making Out 101 by Haruhiko Kabashikawa.
Oh, okay. So I ended up listening to his lecture. Maybe it might prove useful when I try to find love after escaping from here. But I don't plan to hold my breath.
Nice, cool.
When it comes to school life, the big events are always the highlight. And when you think of events, doesn't field day come to your mind first? That'll set the perfect stage to let everyone know about my charm.
Your charm?
I'm pretty great at obstacle courses, not to mention the flower game and missions like borrowing a given object the fastest.
What? Obviously not the kind of things we do over here, but hey.
Haru, there's no way you can beat ultimate athletes. There are some in our class even.
Well, I can think about that later. We'll burn that bridge when we cross it. Moving on, after I've caught enough people's attention, it'll be time for the main event. You know, the evening dance party. As sunset approaches, everyone will pair up with one another to form a couple.
Right.
That's when the friendship built up during the day will develop into love. Imagine the atmosphere, boy and girl together, twilight in sight.
Okay.
Sounds great for anything romantic. Don't you agree?
Sign me out. His uncontrollable delusions are officially beyond that of a normal high schooler.
I'm not delusional. You can't leave out field trips, too. Getting yourself assigned in the same room as the girls, sneaking into the room for some secret convo.
Wait, getting yourself assigned in the same room as the girls? How would that ever happen? And then if you were in the same room as them, why would you need to sneak into their room?
Or taking a peek at the girls at the hot spring? Don't you think those are every man's dreams? Not all this bland as hell dorm, but a field trip.
Haruhiko. I guess he's in an anime, so it's fine, but you know.
I'm going to choose not to comment.
And then there'll be school festivals, cultural events, seasonal trips, the grad trip. Plenty of chances to make your love. Damn it. Now all those chances are lost. Thanks to goddamn Monokuma.
If this was Haruhiko's goal, don't you think it would be better for him to just attend a regular school? Because there'd be more students. Now look, I'm not saying... I know he was like,
All the girls here are so hot.
but like, you know... Anyway, Haruhiko seems like the type of person who would like systematically check people off a list when they no longer like them. He's like, yep, nope, can't do that one. Moving on to the next. And, you know, that'd be a pretty short list here.
Breaks my heart so much. Why do we have to be stuck in a place like this? It's so unfair.
You really like girls, don't you?
Good job, Yuki. You figured it out.
Huh? Obviously, all men love women. Of course, excluding those who love men, or both, or neither. But apart from them,
But people who love both also would love women. Just like,
a man should be honest with his instincts. You're sticking to the dweebness too much, you know?
at least he covered his butt, alright?
Or are you secretly hiding your libido? I'd better keep my guard up.
What?
Come on, let's come up with more ideas. It's sad that we're trapped here, but the real tragedy would be to let Monokuma's words own us.
Wow, you almost accidentally said something inspiring.
At least we can imagine freely, don't you think? In a way,
Haru's apparent fascination with the girls and persistent praise of their beauty seemed to be his own method to cope with stress. The problem is, why do I have to be a part of it? I mean, it's fun to imagine these things, but it's too counterproductive, and it makes me feel like I'm betraying the girls' trust.
It's fun to imagine those. Oh, jeez.
I walked to my room, trying to imagine Haru's fantasized version of school life.
Alright. Let's see here. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the Haruhiko experience. Whoa. There was a lot of chat for this one. I can imagine saying lass, but not alas. You know? Perhaps. Haru transported from the 1600s. Yeah, exactly. Making out 101, yeah. 101 as in like an introductory course, you know. Has he ever kissed anyone though? I thought his only relationship lasted a day. I was gonna say that.
I've been traumatized.
What charm? I guess he's funny, but that's kind of it. Uh-huh. Ayame, I'm about to end this man's whole career. Maybe he kissed Satsuki before they lost their memories, but there's no way he'd remember that. I mean, he probably did, because they were probably together. I think that's actually canon they were together, right? Because that's why he did the kill thing. So... they probably did.
Evening dance party? What a coincidence.
Yeah. Twilight in sight as you're both starving to death. So romantic. You know? Sneaking into an arsenal. Yeah. That's called being a stalker. It's not, you're not wrong. Hajime got assigned to the girls' room in chapter 4, but that wasn't a real school. That was fake and bad. Tria, please stop staring at the wall and save me. Quality over quantity. Oh dear. In universe, this is the best school in the world, so he had good reason to believe there'd be attractive people. But I mean, like Yuki said, you don't. That's not like a requirement to be talented, you know. Like, sure, maybe there'd be athletes, and you could consider that, but there's a good chance a lot of these people would be like, you know, people who like read books all day 24/7 for their entire life. And I'm not saying like that's gonna make you ugly, because there's no correlation there, but there's also no correlation between that and being beautiful either. Ray would take Hara's list of girls and burn it, then give him detention. I mean, yeah. Actually, I believe she'd like show it off to the class just to humiliate him and then give him detention. Yeah. This is the only school with a clown girl. That's his very specific niche. Yeah, okay. This behavior should get Haru a restraining order. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's the anime. If it wasn't anime and it was real life, this would be very troubling, you know? Why is Danganronpa so in love with stalker characters? Yeah, I don't want to get even close to that. Why does it sound like he keeps switching voices for him? Haruhiko was like the last voice that I gave, I think, in the first episode of this series, and it just always ended up being this like whiny little. So when he's not whining, it doesn't sound right. Essentially, that's basically why it sounds like I keep switching voices. Let's not. Here's an idea. Let's not freak out every girl in a 50-mile radius. You know, yeah. Weren't they kissing in the photo Haru found? I honestly don't remember. In the Chapter 2 fan service scene, Haru says he wishes Kyoko was alive so he could look at her. Yeah. This is my problem, because I genuinely like Haruhiko's arc, but I just cannot abide by all of this, you know? It's almost worse than, like, Teru or, who am I thinking of? I guess Toko. Or, Yuri, just because Haruhiko's kind of like a regular guy, and that makes it more real, you know what I mean? Like, with Teru, it's like, oh yeah, whatever, you can just write him off, you know? But because Haruhiko's not only important to the plot, but he also just kind of acts like a regular guy most of the time, it makes it worse, definitely. None of this is creepy. Time to steal your kidney, Haruhiko. Give me your kidney. Yeah.
You think you started? You've trouble with dating? Try telling someone you're only attracted to clowns.
Part 4.
Yuki, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, and I kind of need to talk to you, man.
Oi?
Why do you sound so serious? You almost scared me, Haru.
What did you say? I can be serious too, you know. The place looks a bit, inappropriate for this talk, though. Oh, right. Come over to my room.
What? Your room? I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that.
Anyway, you better come. I've got something to tell you. So, see you soon.
With that, Haru hurriedly ran off to his room. What is it he's calling me for? It doesn't look like it's something about girls. Anyway, I should follow him.
Whoa, he's got like actual planes. I mean, they're not actual planes, they're probably models, but like, wow, jeez. I wonder where they got those from, actually. I wonder if that's like traced over like a PNG. Because it could be. Or it could just be entirely done originally. It's just such a weird contrast to the rest of the room. It's very interesting. Anyway.
I know there's something big when you want to have a serious talk. What's going on?
Well, Yuki, I'm saying this because it's you. I really don't like bringing it up or even really thinking about it. It's the clowns thing.
Haru's face looked unusually dark. I wonder what brought him to be so down like that. So, what's the matter?
I'm guilty.
Oh no, what are you going to say, Haruhiko?
Hold on, guilty? There's no way you could commit any kind of crime. You're not the type.
Okay, well there is one type of crime, perhaps, but...
Of killing Kyoka!
Oh, well, kind of.
Kyoka? Why are you talking about her all of a sudden? You didn't kill her. Mitch was the one who...
I was the indirect killer. If I was the direct killer, I'd have been a dead guy a long time ago, but it's not that, is it? The Switch nameplates. It was all my fault.
I'd really like to see what would happen if he didn't switch those nameplates.
Indirect or not, I contributed to her murder. That's what Tsurugi said in the class trial.
Because I might be remembering wrong. I genuinely don't quite remember, because it was the first trial. But I think that the nameplates that got switched were Kyoka and Tsurugi's, right? So I would have loved to see a fight between Mitch and Tsurugi.
She wouldn't have gotten that note if I didn't make that mistake. She wouldn't have had to die to a freaking hammer in the laundry room.
Calm down, Haru. If Kyoka didn't get that note, Tsurugi would have, and nothing would change from that.
I don't know about that.
He's the ultimate police officer. He might have known how to handle that kind of threat, but Kyoka, she was just a normal schoolgirl who was good at shooting.
I feel bad for Haru to see him so distressed like this. After all, he might have indirectly caused the first murder to happen. The guilt must have been weighing on him.
Every night, I see Kyoka's dead body in my dreams, and she stands up, saying I'm the one who killed her.
That's pretty vivid.
And then she strikes me dead with a hammer.
Is that what he's worried about?
I'm worried she's gonna come back as a ghost and kill me. What should I do, Yuki? I know I deserve this nightmare for killing her, but it's so excruciating. I've been trying to distract myself by pretending to be bright and talking about girls. Even that's reaching its limit.
Stop putting yourself at fault. We can't do anything about what's already done, Haru.
But I wanted to get some kind of redemption.
Cut. Danganronpa redemption.
I thought confessing to you would be able to relieve the pain, since you're like my best friend and all.
What?
But I don't think it's working. I knew I wouldn't ever be forgiven.
Hey, Haru?
Yeah, Yuki?
I'm sure Kyoka won't blame you. Think about it. Remember what she said? We can push aside all the hard things in life by having fun. Kyoka might have been shocked by the motive, but she tried to overcome it. Knowing her positivity, I'm sure she wouldn't hold a grudge against you. Maybe she's having a big laugh. Like, Haru, you dummy. How could you make those up? You're always prone to silly mistakes, aren't you? Nah ha ha ha.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what she's thinking. She's not strangling Mitch in the afterlife.
Oh. Man, that's optimistic even for me.
If you really want to make up for your mistake, aim to survive the game and spread positivity just like Kyoka did.
Okay, I'll have to talk about this later, but...
You look so awkward and hesitant right now. It's not like you at all. Do you think Kyoka'd be happy if she saw you like this? I'd rather have you talk enthusiastically about the girls. Follow Kyoka's example and see the bright side in things. Just like you always did.
Yuki!
Of course, we'll never know what Kyoka's real thoughts are. Was I being too presumptuous?
Yuki, I'm touched. I was right to talk with you. I'll press on with her legacy. Kyoka's dead. She's no longer here. However, on my back and within my heart, she'll continue to live on. Alright, Yuki, let's get back to business and talk about those hotties. Kyoka won't want to see me down. I gotta act like myself again.
We were so close to greatness here. So close.
Haru can be a bit simple-minded and slow at times, but he's also a good guy who can care about and feel guilty for his friend. Though the guilt might haunt him from time to time, I hope he can smile and move forward from now on. On a different note, I was happy that Haru came to tell me this. It would mean he also accepted me as a real friend. I could feel a deep bond with Haruhiko, and since we came close to the bottom of our hearts. Following a heated talk about our ideal dates with Haru.
Huh? You guys were talking about your ideal dates with Haru? What does that mean?
I said goodbye to him and left.
Okay, so... Yeah, well, let me just open up the tier list real quick. So clearly, this is revolutionary. It's bad on 2 different fronts. Actually, sorry. I'm putting it up here. Not only is it bad in terms of the content just makes Haru seem like a worse person than if you just never did it. Like all the side content, including Haruhiko. But also, we were so close to greatness with Haruhiko sort of realizing that he was at fault for killing Kyoka somewhat and being guilty about it. And then maybe trying to move on. Like, it could be that moment where he starts, coming around and trying to be a better person, right? But no. The answer to his problem was just to go back to being the way he was before. Which, yeah, that doesn't really do it for me. Also, they are too important. Because that sort of realization of guilt, why was that in a free time event? Why couldn't that be in the game? That would actually be nice to see. It would even give Kyoka's death a little more weight, because it didn't really have any until chapter, 5. So, Yeah, I'm mad about that. I'm just mad. Haruhiko, you just made me mad. Okay, let's see. Someone's getting special treatment. Uh-oh. Kinji, do you have more holy water? We're gonna need some for this guy, yeah. I kind of like Haru's serious sprite. I like Haru when he's serious. It's just, this talk is inappropriate anywhere. Yeah, exactly. Fair warning, Haruhiko. We have a lawyer and a police officer here if you try to do anything funny. It's true. You're not guilty. Yeah, okay. Well, I could see him committing tax fraud. Yeah, true. Either Tsurugi would be dead or Mitch would end up with a broken bone or two, yeah. Yes, let me try to overpower a policeman who's trained in combat. Yeah, pretty much. There wouldn't even be a body to discover. Kyoka can't defend herself. Well, okay. The biggest argument is that Tsurugi probably would have been more cautious, whereas Kyoka was more carefree. That's the real difference. But, if we gave Kyoka a gun, she would have had a chance to survive. It's true. Tsurugi's skills are, his ultimate is more directly focused to, potentially close quarters combat versus Kyoka, who is a ranger, let's say. Yeah, that was always something that bugged me about the Sayaka case, too, that she chose to target Leon. And it really reeks of, we just need to get rid of Leon because we don't like Leon. Even though Yasuhiro is a way better target, so is, so many of the other characters. Hifumi, Mitch probably loses in a fight to Tsurugi, yeah. The guilt thing would have been a cool reason for him to be trying to be the group leader in Chapter 3. Exactly. Haru in Redemption. He does need it, to be fair.
Okay, so we get Kinji and Mikako, and we exercise Kyoka ahead of you.
Oh no, the spirit. They need more than just therapy, yeah. Were Haru and Teruya close? I don't remember them interacting much before Chapter 4. Now, and see, I always assumed from playing Straw 2 first that Teruteru and Haruhiko were close. But in reality, the only reason... Teruya. The only reason Teruya has the goggles and has this whole arc about it is because he indirectly led to the death of Haruhiko by not killing first, essentially. Which is, like, kind of weak, but, you know. I love the little teary-eyed sprite he has. Yeah, it's good. Yuki being the ultimate therapist / boyfriend. Haha. No, don't go back to talking enthusiastically about the girls. Yeah, exactly. Talk about guns instead. He doesn't skip a beat. It's true. Haru slander, Yuki. Real Haru slander, yeah. The Avatar spirit died with Teruya. You're right. He didn't pass the goggles on to anybody. These ones are bad, it's true. We need to cleanse Haru. Even Kazuichi's weren't this bad, and that's saying something. Yeah, it's funny because they're kind of the opposite in that way, where Haruhiko, for the most part, in the main game, is fine, where in his FTEs he's gross, and with Kazuichi it's the opposite, where in the main game he's gross, but in his FTEs he's mostly fine. She didn't try to kill Makoto. She was going to pin the crime on Makoto. That being Sayaka. She targeted Leon because it's implied in Leon's FDs that he was into Sayaka. Right, but I think for the exact same reason that whoever suggested that, I think Kafumi suggested it, literally, that, like, who would turn down a invitation to the room of the ultimate idol? That she could have really just chosen anybody. So... Sayaka had no clue those who mistook who the killer was would die. I actually don't. I don't remember. That was so long ago that I have no idea if that's true or not. So I'll just take your word for it. Okay, so I'm going to put you on starting soon, and we'll load up Kakeru, and then we'll be done. Oh boy. I can't believe Haruhiko let me down. So sad. These ones are 18 minutes, so it'll be like another 30 minutes maybe. Okay. Wrong one. Okay. This probably cuts off Kakeru's head, doesn't it? It's doable. No, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Where is it? But I need to be able to see his head in the capture. There we go. Okay, good enough. And then we'll shrink it down. Too much. There we go. Okay. Got it. The whole punishment thing was explained at the start of the trial. Wow. Danganronpa 1 was a bit mean with that, huh? Buffman time. My favorite draw character. I have no taste, I know. This poor man never got to do anything, so let's see if his FTEs are good. What are they even going to be about, I wonder? Probably, like, lawyer stuff, because he never talks about any of that. Hey, Yuki!
Huh? What's up, Kakeru?
Is it fun to hang out with me? It ain't much fun, right?
Not at all. You're actually really reliable, and you make other people feel comfortable, too.
I'm more of an introvert. I lack social skills, so I'm bad at leading conversations.
I can't believe that a lawyer is saying that kind of stuff. Can I ask why you're like this despite being a lawyer?
I mean, it was literally my introduction, but here we go again. Why am I like this? What do you mean?
Please don't get angry. Sorry, I didn't mean any harm.
I do like that that's one of Kakeru's traits, is he makes a scary face by accident.
I'm not getting angry.
Alright then. To make myself clear, lawyers are supposed to speak for their clients before the court, right? That means you'd regularly have to speak in front of a crowd.
I don't get it myself. When a court is in session, my confidence suddenly skyrockets and my expressions and speech change. It feels as if I'm transforming into a completely different person.
I see. And it only happens in court?
I do think about it from time to time, and how good it would be if I could speak properly and act confidently in my daily life, just like in court.
Your persona in court's just another side of you. I'm sure you can will yourself to act as you wish in your daily life as well.
Really? I'm not too sure if I can do it.
Say, can you try imagining that your daily life is happening inside a courtroom?
Now that's funny.
Think of every pedestrian as a jury, every person you speak to as a prosecutor.
That sounds stressful.
Nice ideas, but won't I become a workaholic like that?
Yeah, I get it. I reckon you need to improve controlling your facial expressions first before learning to be more colloquial.
Can you say that?
What? Is my facial expression weird again? Nah, you're right. That's another problem. Why am I riddled with so many problems? I'm such a useless guy.
Belittling yourself will only make things worse. Stop getting hung up over what others are saying and be more confident.
Sorry, Yuki, but thanks to you, my eyes are open a little. Can you advise me again some other time?
A timid personality within a huge body made of muscles. I can't blame him for feeling a bit insecure. However, one thing's for sure, he's not a bad guy.
I think it was something like that. I patted Kakeru's de-energized back a couple of times and then we parted. I had to get a step stool to do that, but I did it. Okay. That was too far. That was too far. Buff man time. Yeah. Solves in chapter 3. The character that didn't get to do much because Tsurugi exists. Exactly. Now for the lawyer. Then we go to what if scenarios because we are sad. I know more about Midori than Kakeru, and I'm salty about it. You're not wrong. It's true. The third case would have been much easier if they asked, who would be able to slice his neck that deep in the first place? True. I find it funny how both buff characters in the series are shy in different situations. Kakeru's shy in social situations, and Shinji's shy around girls. Yeah. Definitely a archetype going on there. I love that finger thing sprite. It's adorable. Yeah, it's true.
Yuki, no, I played Ace Attorney and got everything right the first time in less than a minute. That's why they admitted me to the school.
The creator loves shy buff men. If he even slightly rose his voice at me, I'd just cry. Sheesh. Kakeru, you have less than a dozen lines in both trials you were in combined. Yikes. Humans are weird. Some people are only good at certain things in certain situations. Yeah.
I met Phoenix Wright, Miles Edgeworth, Von Karma.
Kakeru inherited Phoenix Wright's lawyer abilities. From Phoenix Wright? or just in general, like through the ether. At least Kakeru isn't high school jock 24/7. Yeah, that would be worse. I think the pilot and engineer will be friends. Oh, you mean in mine? Or in Dry. I should say that, because it's not just me doing it anymore. You'll have to see. I think a lawyer that's a total jock bro would be funny, but he's still conceptually funny as he is. Yes and no. I think the problem is I was going to say this as well with Haruhiko, is Haruhiko's kind of worse because we already have someone like him in Mitch. And because that Mitch dies so early on and then he basically carries the torch, it's like, oh good, we got rid of the weird dude, and then Haruhiko continues to be weird. I feel like it would be the same situation with Kakeru and Mitch, just on the other side of his personality that way.
Yuki, what kind of talent do you have again?
Look in your evidence log, Kakeru. Huh? Did you say talent?
No, I said scallant. Yeah, I'm the ultimate lawyer, right? So Yuki was the ultimate,
Oh, I'm just the ultimate lucky student. I was literally picked by a lottery. It's not really an interesting talent, though.
So, you became good friends with everyone because of your luck?
Huh? I don't think so.
It looks like a lot of other people depend on you a lot, though, Yuki.
He literally picked up on it. Truly the ultimate lawyer. Too perceptive.
Hey, no way. Most of them see me as an ordinary guy.
The ultimate god.
Also, I probably don't have that kind of ability. After all, I'm the ultimate lucky student, not the ultimate social guy. And it's not as if my luck is all that great, either. Being trapped in a place like this is unlucky more than anything.
That's strange. I was sure the girls treated you in a slightly different way than the others.
He's not wrong.
Weren't you hanging out with Akane before? Yuki and Akane, both of you look so close to each other. And there was this one time Kazuna called you in this intimate tone as well.
Yeah, that was because she was trying to steal my kidney. The Akane one's a good one, though. What kind of tangent are we heading to? Is Kakeru mistakenly believing I'm all busy flirting with the girls or something? It's not like that, Kakeru. It's just by chance that I'm with Akane often, and Kazuna does that with all the other guys, too. Well, speaking of which, are there any girls you're close to, Kakeru?
I don't have any close friends here. Never mind the girls. I don't think I have any guys I'm close to either.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Not even Kanata?
There's no need to, I do envy you a lot though, Yuki.
Envy me? About what?
Also, Kakeru pointing out the reason he never gets any lines.
I don't have any relationships with anybody. I felt it strongly when we met last time, Yuki. I've been observing you closely ever since you started coming to talk with me. I could see that you're cordial with the other guys and that you treat the girls kindly. I don't have your courage. Maybe it's thanks to your luck?
It's not related to luck. And I told you already that not everyone's friendly with me.
Do we call someone like you a master socializer?
Stop twisting things, Kakeru, please. It's nothing like that.
Since I'm a guy as well, I must be the one to initiate conversations with the girls, even if it ends up being just a single word. No, wait. I should start with the guys first. I'll make friends using my own strength. Please, Yuki. I can see it happening as long as you continue hearing my concerns. Oh, Master Socializer, I beg you for a huge favor.
It's a huge misunderstanding, Kakeru. He believes I'm this socializing genius, capable of speaking my way into making lifelong friends at breakneck speed. And just because it's true doesn't mean it's true. It's a rather heavy expectation. But it doesn't feel too bad, for now anyway. But frankly speaking, I can see his request becoming tiresome sooner or later. But I have to sympathize with him a lot. And most of all, I can't refuse a request from someone with such an imposing figure that could easily snap me in two, though I know he never would. Evading Kakeru's state of admiration, we parted.
See, this is interesting at least. Kakeru, head empty. True. Kakeru knows! Yeah. Some actors are only good at talking on stage or in front of a camera, for example. Yeah? Which Von Karma? Wouldn't you like to know?
Von Karma's daughter whipped me silly. No, I was seriously out for 6 hours.
Yeah. Kakeru pointing out Yuki's ultimate boyfriend talent. True. I wonder what would happen if Nagito ever met Utsuro. The end of the world as we know it. Certainly. Trying to explain that Trucy is Phoenix's adopted daughter without spoilers. How do I do this? The same way that Phoenix accidentally ended up having Pearl as essentially like a daughter almost. It's the same situation, basically. Absent parents. Kakeru the shipper. Imagine getting this FTE in chapter 3, and then immediately he goes from, I don't have any friends, especially not girls, to, I risked my life to save Kanata, and then died.
The wall and I are besties. Hey, step off. That's my wall. I'll kill you, Teruya.
Yuki, you're a protagonist. It's the price you have to pay. It's a little too cordial with Tsurugi, yeah. Tsurugi would have put Kazuna in solitary confinement for flirting with him. Yeah, probably would. I'm sure Kazuna's been arrested before. Yikes. Who would handcuff Kazuna? Tsurugi doesn't seem to be interested. Good question. It's probably all a ploy. Kakeru praising Yuki like he's a god. Oh, wait. Yeah. I know people don't like the trend of buff guys dying in Chapter 4, but Kakeru could have maybe used a little more time in the game to be fleshed out. It's true. You definitely could have done it before Chapter 3, but, you know, given that if the events from Chapters 1 to 3 were the same, it would be nice to have a little bit more time with Kakeru. I agree with that. Oh no. Giving Haruhiko Francisca Von Karma's number. Yikes. Imagine if Kakeru killed someone and actually led the trial, so it was hard to press him. Again, an interesting idea, but alas.
Hey, Kakeru, I was wondering about something.
I need a drink, actually. I should have done this beforehand.
Huh? What? What is it?
You're a lawyer, right? What made you decide to build those huge muscles? Most lawyers aren't super buff or anything, right? When people think of lawyers, they usually imagine straight-A students who spend all their time studying, you know what I mean?
I had, personal circumstances.
Oh, alright. If it isn't something you want to talk about, I can drop it.
No, it's nothing that serious. You listen to my concerns all the time anyway, so I don't mind if we talk about it. You see, my body isn't a product of exercise. Turned out this way, just by growing up.
Huh?
Ever since I was a kid, I always found myself a head taller than those around me. Even though I didn't do anything special. I ate, I slept, and I lived like a normal kid, too. Frankly, I'm not even sure how my stature and muscular build came to be.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay.
Damn it. It'd be great if Kakeru could spare some of his height to me. My short height hurts my soul, honestly.
Nice. Honestly, Yuki, if you were that concerned about being short and you just wanted it bad enough, you probably would miraculously become taller. That's just, you know.
My height was already over 180 centimeters when I was in elementary school. No one believed I was a student around their age. I would get strange looks wherever I bought a student pass on the bus or at the cinema. Also, because of my intimidating look, people often mistook me for a gangster.
Save for the height, there's nothing to envy about Kakeru's predicament. Kakeru certainly has an appearance completely opposite to what a high schooler should look like.
That's why I started avoiding people. I started to study because I hated how people treated me so much. I thought people would be nicer to someone who looks intelligent. I assumed people avoided me because of my gangster-like appearance. That's how I was driven to study. Then I happened to attend a court session on a field trip. There, I witnessed a lawyer asserting himself in an eloquence like no other. The lawyer gave an abrupt hope that I could one day be just like him. Which is why I began to study to become a lawyer. And, surprisingly, it all came rather easily to me because, it turned out my oral skills became undefeatable inside the court, as if there were another person inside me.
Uh-huh.
That's a relief. At least you can speak well inside court.
However, I expected my social ineptitude to naturally go away once I became a lawyer, but it wasn't the case. Outside the court, I'm just the unsociable guy with the body unbecoming of my job, which is why no one believes I'm a lawyer. Inside the court's just as bad. I get too pumped up and the people get scared of me and try to run away. Yuki, what should I do to socialize properly with my classmates? Is it possible that I'm just plain hopeless?
I'm not sure what I can do to console him. Kakeru is amazing for becoming the ultimate lawyer just to overcome his complex, but his efforts haven't been fruitful. As I patted Kakeru's slumped shoulders, I guided him back to his room. That one was just, skipped right by. Okay. Final part. I saw it in chat, and I was going to say it too. Kakeru and Midori being the opposite, where Kakeru has a too developed, healthy, quote-unquote, looking body versus Midori's, that's always failing her, is a little sad. Waters for the weak, yeah, huh?
I'm an anime lawyer. Things are different there.
Don't pigeonhole so hard, Yuki. Yeah.
I convict criminals and then throw them in jail myself with these huge biceps.
Yuki's being traditional again, but not with a girl this time. At least he's even on it. Kakeru's Chapter 2 secret is that he got made fun of in middle school for being super tall. So he got his secret and said it out loud. Yeah. It's better to hurt your soul with being short than your back by being tall. Nice. Yuki, you're taller than me, no complaining. Wah wah. He's over 5'9" in elementary? Yeah, exactly. Especially on Throw Short People Day coming up. What? How tall is Yuki again? I honestly don't remember.
Yo, you in my gang, Kakeru?
No. Yuki is 5'5". Okay. Maki's pretty small to be the ultimate assassin, so you're not alone, Kakeru. You literally have an eye that glows red and you're yelling 24/7. It's true. You have to present your badge 24/7, otherwise you'll be mistaken for a demon like Apollo. Yeah. Kakeru's family must be rather well off because becoming a lawyer isn't cheap. And Midori's medical bills. Either that or they're extremely poor and barely surviving. One or the other. Taller than Apollo Justice. Well, okay. The medical bills probably aren't covered by insurance because they're not, they're an extended period thing. But maybe. I don't know. Taller than Maki and Fuyiko. Crazy. Okay. Part 4.
Yuki, I've got something to say.
Huh?
So about, oh no, I can't bring myself to do it here. Can we go somewhere else to talk? I'd prefer it if it were just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make.
Alright, how about we go, into my room? There, that should work.
That's a surprise. You're inviting someone to your room isn't something that would happen every day.
So, Yuki, please come by.
Kakeru appears to be quite nervous. I wonder if something happened. I decided to visit his room for the time being.
Wow, thanks for coming by, Yuki. There was something I wanted to ask, but I might have been ridiculed if someone heard me.
Ridiculed.
That's why I invited you to my room. I can't let anyone know about my questions.
Okay.
Alright, so what's keeping you up at night?
It's an extension of our previous talk. Yuki, you're able to execute conversations flawlessly with our schoolmates. How do you manage to talk so competently in your daily life?
Huh? How? I just talk. I don't use any particular tricks.
Really? Wow. I envy your sociability. How you seamlessly mingle with the other schoolmates.
Kakeru's an insult the entire time. No. No, I think Haruhiko's probably closer.
It's nothing special, Kakeru. You can do it too. Just treat others comfortably, as friends.
It's not easy to make proper friends when my face scares others away, not to mention my stuttering. I want to learn how to speak normally like you, Yuki. I don't want this awkward stuttering to bother me forever. So, Yuki, do you mind teaching me how I can start to be more sociable?
I don't think I'm qualified. I really don't think too hard when I talk. Actually,
Or wait.
maybe if you were to introduce a routine to help your social skills. Actually, wait, I have an idea. Let's test it out. This is a court, and I'm your opposition, a prosecutor.
Oh boy.
If you act your daily life out as in a legal battle, you might become an expert at speaking.
Will that kind of practice work? It'll make me feel like a borderline workaholic.
We already went over this. What's happening?
But don't you want to fix your stuttering? It's worth a go. If you can speak naturally without stuttering, it'll become way easier to make friends. We'll never know the results, either good or bad, if we never try, right?
Right. I agree. Now I'm gonna try. Yuki, help me out. Chant a spell out for me so I can concentrate.
A spell? Okay.
Kakeru closed his eyes tightly. He looked really sincere. He thinks he needs my help to uproot this problem. Kakeru, you're a lawyer, and I'm a prosecutor, and we're in court. You're a lawyer, I'm a prosecutor, we're in court. You're a lawyer, I'm a prosecutor, you're in... It's working. Just a little bit more.
Do you think that he has to do this before he goes into court every single time? He has to get the prosecutor to tell him this.
Shut your mouth, Yuki! Look at me! I'm not stuttering! I can do it too!
Ah! My ears! What the heck? Shut my... He's the one who asked for a spell in the first place. Well, I managed to successfully drag his inner persona out, but this is too much of a transformation. His overwhelming energy was so strong I couldn't help but stagger backwards and trip over.
Yo, grow up here, Yuki! Why the heck are you down your ass? Stand up now!
Kakeru grabbed my shoulders and began to shake them up and down. Stop it, stop it! I'm feeling dizzy. Ugh, I might throw up.
Yes! This is my court, and I'm the lawyer! Yes! I'm not a stuttering dumbass anymore!
I'm gonna die.
Yuki, snap out of it, you gutless bastard! But thanks to you, I've stopped stuttering. For that, you have my gratitude. Alright, I'll talk to the other guys in my current form. I'll be able to prove to them it's possible to have normal conversations with me. Thanks, Yuki. You are indeed my best friend. Someone I trust the most.
Kakeru, wait for me. Damn, he didn't even listen to me. Wherever he ran off to, there's definitely going to be trouble. How did he suddenly turn from a stuttering introvert to a dramatically passionate jock? It's a change in mindset enough for such a turnabout? Maybe it's a case of dual personality? Okay, I gotta compose myself. My head might be ringing, but it's great Kakeru found confidence, but in his current persona it might be difficult for other reasons. He said at the end that I'm his best friend and someone he trusts the most. Does this mean Kakeru treasures me as a friend? I feel a deep bond with Kakeru. I can sense we became close from the bottom of our hearts. Feels awkward to be in here alone. I gotta get moving.
Okay, that's an interesting conclusion. We solved nothing. Woohoo! Okay. Kakeru's hairline looks like the McDonald's symbol. Wow. Okay. How tall am I? I actually haven't measured in a while, but like 6'1" maybe. Angie's the same height as Kokichi and Fuyuhiko. What? That doesn't make sense. She looks way taller than them. Anyway. Just the two of us. Kakeru's dislikes are his own personality and muscles. Pull an Ayame. Oh no. Imagine if Kakeru saw Stratu Teruya. There'd be a 5-inch difference between them. Oh boy. Teruya leveled up big time. It's true. Yuki's not just an expert at executing conversations with his classmates. He's also an expert at executing his classmates in general. Don't worry, Kakeru. It won't bother you when your neck is almost clean cut off by Kenji. Yeah. If almost anyone from Draw saw Stratu Teruya, they wouldn't recognize him. It's true. In the right corner in Kakeru's room is a stand of Phoenix Wright. Oh, I'm going to have to go look at that. Kakeru's speciality is as a defense attorney. Why does he just act chill with Tsurugi? Well, I mean, okay. To be fair, real court is not Ace Attorney court. In the bottom right of his room, so I gotta so lawyers do work with the police. Even if they're defense attorneys. I don't see a Phoenix, right? I think I've been baited. Unless you were just talking about like a bench in general, like a lawyer, court bench.
I have a spell you can use. It's called Divine Luck.
Yeah. Everyone except Haruhiko in Chapter 2 at Kane is too chill with Tsurugi. Yeah, exactly. That's a good spell. That would work, probably. He's going Super Saiyan! Yeah. The person who opposes Tsurugi is Tsurugi, which is,
Why is he insulting me?
Yeah. Body's gonna be discovered if Kakeru doesn't stop shaking Yuki. Exactly. Kakeru's scared the entire school. 3 different Ace Attorney references in one sentence. Awesome. This feels like a A tier or B. Imagine if FTEs applied to the main game. Yeah, crazy, right? Is that tall? It's not. It's like a little bit over average. So Similar to Sora helping Shinji talk to girls, but those FTEs are better to me because we get Shinji's backstory and personality more. Yeah, it's true. I think this is going to land itself into personality showcase. I forgot I was ordering these. Honestly, I think I'm going to move Kyoko over Teruya. I don't remember Teruya's being that good, really. And Kyoka's didn't actually talk about really her, but they were good for a personality showcase. So I think that makes sense to me. We didn't really even learn that much about Kakeru, other than the condition. And yeah. Everything else we already just know from like his introduction. So plus one line literally got repeated verbatim, so that was pretty great. 5'10" is about average in Canada, if I remember correctly. Yeah. You were joking with me. Uh-huh. Wink. I don't remember trees at all yet. Yeah, they were about his dad and traveling the country. I remember that much. So yeah, we just have V3 to go now. I'm going to look back at my Danganronpa, or my Straw 2 ones. I'll probably just skim through them and check them out for next time, maybe, if I remember. I probably won't remember, so we'll see. But I do want to move on to V3 because I've never watched those, and it'll be more interesting than watching me do Danganronpa 2 or Straw 2 again. If I remember some of them, I do remember Shinji's. I think I saw Shinji's. That one got voted on. I wonder if I went back and did them all. I'm not sure if I did. I guess it'll be surprised next week when you figure out... Look at the Discord tier list. I can do that. Let me just put you on starting soon and I can do that. I mean, I've already looked at them all, but you can see my thoughts on them, I guess. You're talking about Guilty, not Teruya. Oh boy. I can't believe Draw is now done. Well, there's still the alternate something or other. Like the Danganronpa If version of it. That's the only thing left. Teruya talked about his love of fashion, traveling the world, and how much he loves his dad. Yeah. Okay. I think if I press open original, the Discord will open them in Chrome anyway, which is the window I have set up, so... That should work, right? Let's go Saloon. Let's go... Where are these? They're in dry, clearly. Duh. On cheese. Yeah, okay, it did open it in here. Okay, excellent. I can do that then. The road trip one. That one's pretty funny. Water fight. This one's probably going to be the most incorrect, but I can't really blame you. Game night. I don't know if I actually saw that one. I might have missed that one. Jaywalking. Family Feud. That one, okay, these are like the ones I did. Wait, no, that's not me, that's the other one. These are win a fight. I won't do those ones. I won't put you guys on blast. I think these are people's personal tier lists, so I can't really rank those or talk about those too much. Okay, I think those are the ones I can do. No, I didn't do the unique FTEs either. I always forget those existed. Maybe I'll do a stream going through those. I don't know how long they are or anything. I'll have to check all that out, but... Wrong one. Okay, here we go. So this one's cheese opinions. And definitely based that Roderick is in the top, given that Roderick's literally the ultimate critic, so of course he'd have a high opinion. I don't know if Arya would have a good taste in cheese. She probably knows about cheese. We're living on a farm, but you know, I don't know who would inoffensive cheese takes. Yeah, I feel like Kai probably could move up a little bit. I think Basil having bad opinions but knowing a lot about cheese does make sense. Alonso could probably move up too, considering he's a world traveler, so at least he's got that for him. But yeah, you know. They're about 2 to 3 minutes each. Yeah, we could probably power through a bunch of those in one stream. We'll see. This is the one I was talking about with Road Trip. Got Left Behind is pretty funny. I think Alonso, as opposed to being left behind, I think his big thing would probably be that he just chartered like a private jet or something else so he wouldn't have to carpool. Arya being the driver is also funny because she only really knows planes, but I understand. The only person here who knows how to drive, like, well, I guess they all, because they're in university, would have like a basic knowledge, but the two people that drive often would be the most experienced would be Bridget, who literally, you know, drives vehicles for her ultimate, and then Kai, who's older than everybody else. What else? Is there anything else funny I could talk about? Nah, yeah, I think that's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Bold of you to put Nick in the back seat, but, you know, it's actually true. Considering, you know, he's the protagonist, you'd think, oh, he'd be taking control, but, you know. This is very accurate for Alonso at the bottom here. Who else? There was one other one I saw here that I was like, oh, that one's funny. Douglas would probably build some sort of contraption to do better water fights. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm in university. I've never even sat in the front seat of a car. Wow. I don't drive either. I usually bus around mostly, but at least I sit in the front seat. You must have a bigger family, probably. That's how that would go. Or like older siblings, which I don't have either. So I get the front seat by default. This is game night. Is amazing at games but rarely talks. You know? Pretty good. Pretty good. It's pretty good but gets mad when they lose. I think, well, okay, Alonso isn't invited, but I think Alonso would be up there for is pretty good but gets mad when they lose. And just wants to have fun. No, yeah, that's almost perfect. That's pretty much perfect, I think. You got it down. Oh, you just don't ride in cars often. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. Getting the driver's license right before the pandemic. Yikes. Right. This one was very confusing. I had to like I had to work through this, but okay. The vertical axis is juggling ability, and the horizontal axis is jaywalk potential. I can tell you that Alonso is on the exact opposite side of where he should be for jaywalking. Alonso is a complete rule freak, so, you know. But the maybe could juggle, that's probably true. Oh no, couldn't juggle. He's on a lower juggle. Okay, that makes more sense. Cassidy might jaywalk because she just doesn't know the rules. That's fair. Although she does know basic things, so I'm pretty sure she'd know. I don't know if she'd do it anyway. Faye, absolutely. Bridget should absolutely be on the wood jaywalk. Yeah, excellent. I think Lyra would probably jaywalk. Probably. A lot. Just for the general apathy for society in general. And Roderick basically never leaves his house, so I guess he wouldn't jaywalk, so that makes sense. And then Family Feud. Could win Family Feud. The top is Basil, who actually probably did. Cassidy, that's a good one. Lyra, maybe. Her skill set is very narrow, but perhaps. Dana, maybe. Nick, maybe. Gets to the end but fails in the final set of questions. I can see that for Roderick. I don't think Alan would get to the end, to be honest. Bridget? You know, I could see it. Bridget would be one of those people who, like, presses the button really fast every time to just, like, rob other people from being able to answer. And then even if you're wrong, you've, you know, stopped people from answering. So she probably would get to the end and then fail. So, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe that's why Alan's up here. Emmy, that makes sense too. Answers a few questions right, but team loses. Oh, I was thinking of something else. Family Feud, right. No, yeah, now that makes some more sense, actually. I was thinking of a different game show. I'm not all up on my game show knowledge, to be honest. Gets every question wrong, but is funny. I feel like Anthony would do that, but his funniness would be unintentional, you know? He'd be really trying to get it right, but just, you know, how wrong he is would be what's funny. Although these two at the bottom for Boo Get Off the Stage are probably down here because they're too good, if I had to guess. Like, Basil still beats them, but these two are probably just, you know, they don't have any fun with it. You know what I mean? I don't think jaywalking is a thing where you live. Really? Are there just crosswalks everywhere? I mean, like, okay, jaywalking isn't, like, prosecuted where I live either, but it still exists, you know? I made a confusing one. Jaywalking and juggling, do those things have anything to do with one another? Nope. Roderick would jaywalk, then get annoyed when people would honk at him, I think. Perhaps. He'd be like, don't you know who I am? Except the funny part is, of course not, because he hides his identity. Alright, well, I think that's it for today. If you want to create some of these tier lists, the link is on the Discord, which is in the description if you aren't on there yet. And, you know, maybe I'll look at them again later, because you guys seem to like making them, and they are funny. I mean, I'm a tier list creator, so I understand. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye, have a good night.